Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gorax and today I want to give you a little overview of Titanfall. I've been playing Titanfall for the last couple of days over the weekend because I got a beta key, so I was pretty lucky. But as far as I know, the open beta has started today, on Monday today. So I just want to give you a little overview what's going on here and what the story is about and who made the game, and then we'll jump inside of the game and I show you the options and maybe some loadouts from pilots and titans. Rightio. Basically, Titanfall is an MMO shooter. As of yet, there's no single player and no storytelling in the game. So it's basically just a multiplayer shooter, just like a Battlefield, for example. And it's been made by Respawn Entertainment. Respawn Entertainment is formed by Jason West and Vince Zampella, which are co-founders or formerly co-founders from Infinity Ward. And of course, most of you might know them from the Call of Duty franchise, which resembles in the game pretty well. I mean, I only played Call of Duty for a weekend when it was on special on Steam, and I can see straight away that it has a lot of resemblance of Call of Duty in the game, but you will see that later yourself. Titanfall is their first title with that studio, and with having said that, we'll jump right into the game. Alright guys, this is the starting screen of the Titanfall. Don't mind the beta sign here, you won't see that in the full game later on, of course. Yes, there's not much to it. As I said before, there is no single player game in it yet, no single player part. It's all just multiplayer. But before we get into that, I just want to show you the options you have there, because I think they're very important for any kind of game. The basic mouse and key bindings, of course, it's it's kept very simple. There is pretty much nothing that would interfere with the other. Of course, the V here has 3 modes saved to it, but you can't activate all 3 things at once, so it is alright. You summon your Titan with V, and once it's there you can activate the AI mode or deactivate it, and once you're sitting in the Titan you can activate the Titan core. So either way, if you press V, you're not gonna activate all 3 of them, so it's pretty good. It's all kept very simple, push to talk and chat messages and all this stuff. Basic movements, of course, WASD to move, and sprint, jump and dash and stuff. Yeah, so pretty basic. Everyone should feel, nobody should have any problems playing the game if they've played shooters before. Mouse sensitivity, by default it's very slow. So by default it's down here somewhere and it's very slow, so I'd recommend to actually crank it up a little bit. Me personally, I don't use mouse acceleration and mouse invert, so maybe I have to try it out sometime, but for now I just like it how it is. Rightio, controller settings. To be honest, I've never played with the controller on my computer. I've never done it on, especially not on shooters or racing games, so I don't know what any of those things would do. Rightio, moving on, automatic sprint. This is up to you guys individually. I have it here on never, but I've been thinking about putting it on always. But sometimes when you are walking around inside of buildings, the sprint might not always be the best thing to do, especially if you are trying to sneak up on someone. So yeah, I personally have it on never, but it's up to you guys anyway. Audio settings, pretty basic. Music settings, subtitles off. There's not much speaking done in the game anyway, as a part of the basic instructions from the computer AI and from the grunts, the AI controlled well, players, let's say that. Speaker configuration, headphones. I'm wearing headphones, just plain and simple. I don't have any big speakers set up here. Yeah, I haven't played around with the emitter limit. Determines how many sounds play at the same time. Well, since I have a headphone, it doesn't really matter. Okay, master volume is pretty self-explanatory. Let's check out the video settings, which are very important because this game just looks awesome. So of course you can change around the brightness, display mode, full screen, and you have a window screen. Although if you run it in window screen, you will have a bordered. So another thing would be great if they implement a like a borderless window mode, especially for other capture software. And of course, if you are always tapping out and browsing in browsers, you know, it would be cool not to have a border around your game. Then of course the basic HD settings here at 720p and 1080p. Color mode, I'm not sure what this does, but it says television and monitor, so there is a difference. Anti-aliasing. I only have a GTX 570 from Nvidia, so I kept it on 4 MSAA, but you can crank it up all to the 16. So I'm leaving it at that. VSync double buffered, you can have a triple buffered or disabled, so I leave it at that. Field of view is actually quite cool to have it. Not every game, or not many games do have it. So it basically broadens your angle of view. You know, when you have when you look at something, you just have your straight view and a field of view. At the beginning it's turned off at 70, but when you have it on 70 it zooms out a little bit, so you have a wider angle to look at, so that's pretty cool actually. Texture resolution high. There's another one which is insane. I haven't tried that one out yet because my graphics card doesn't have a 3 GB of GPU memory, so I keep it on high. And yeah, texture filtering, pretty self-explanatory. Light quality, shadow detail, I leave it on low because I'm not gonna watch at the shadows anyway, so it's pretty useless for me. I could disable it, but you know, just for the atmosphere I keep it on low. Effects detail, effects are pretty much like rocket smoke, explosions and bullets and all this stuff. The rest on high, so my game runs pretty smooth, as you already could see on my gameplay footages. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory, everything you would need, nothing fancy in here, nothing you would miss. Rightio. What have I done? Revert? Oh yeah, the window setting. So okay, let's go back. Right, those are the settings. So let's just get into the gameplay and see what else is going on. Alright guys, sorry I had to skip ahead a little bit because I couldn't log onto the server just in time, so you would have seen a screen with me trying to log in, so that's no use to you. So yeah, this is the lobby. This is basically where you change your loadouts from pilots and titans and prepare yourself for the fight ahead. Let's go through it step by step. So you have playing beta here. Later on it will be play, which takes you to the different game modes or random game modes, but we'll come to that in a second. The training video you can find on my channel. This is the very first video I did because I was very excited to be accepted in the beta, so I just opened up the game and recorded everything. So and the pilot training was the very first thing to happen with the beta here. So right here you have pilot loadouts, pretty self-explanatory. You have 3 sets basically. There used to be presets here, but you can choose those presets once you're actually playing the game. You have the standard, you have assault, rifleman, and the cloaky guy. Not quite sure what he's called, but yeah, you can see it here. This is pretty much the assault person with the rattling gun, and here you have autocannons, which is basically like your sniping guy. You can custom them yourself as you want. Primary weapon, you have the carbine, shotgun. Shotgun is actually pretty fun. You got the SMG and the sniper gun, which you unlock later in the when gaining level. Then the anti-Titan weapon, you have a rocket launcher and a minigun, basically. Sidearm, the auto pistol automatically locks onto targets. It takes some time to lock on, but once you shoot, It's basically an instant kill weapon. And then a basic hand weapon. Tactical ability, stim or cloak. Stim is just to boost your speed and health. Then the tier kits, you have a parkour, so you can walk on walls for much longer. Explosives packs and power cells, pretty self-explanatory. So you can make yourself an awesome character, basically. Customize it the way you want to play, with a gender as well, which is quite nice because sometimes you know, most of the time I only see guys running around. Especially in Battlefield 4, there are no women. At least I haven't seen any female characters. Right, the same applies to the Titan loadouts. There's only one chassis at the moment, but I'm pretty sure once the full game is out, there will be more chassis available. Primary weapons. This is basically the chain gun, a rocket launcher, and the automatic weapon with explosives. Tactical ability is with shield and electric smoke. Electric smoke helps you when you have another pilot jump on your Titan, which is called the rodeo kill, but basically, if he manages to kill you. So electric smoke will kill the other player which jumped on your Titan. Ordnance is your secondary skill. Rocket salvo or the slaved warheads, which require to lock on the other Titan. And then you have nuclear ejection, you know, just before your Titan dies, you activate this nuclear ejection, you jump out and your Titan explodes in a nuclear explosion. Regen booster, of course, self-explanatory, and fast autoloader. So yeah, basically customize your pilot and Titan. Burn cards, I was actually very surprised when this unlocked, because it's very unusual for shooters to have cards in the game, but for games you win, for rounds you win, you actually get cards with special, which unlock special abilities pretty much here. But they call themselves burn cards because once you die and you have an active card, the card gets destroyed as well. So you have 3 cards for each game, and if you die too often, you have no use of those cards basically because you get burned as well. So yeah, this actually is pretty cool because it spices up the gameplay as well. For example, replace a primary weapon with the sniper. This is great for people that like to be hidden away. What's this here? Permanently stimmed as pilot. Additionally, having your pilot tactical ability. 40 seconds of build time. So those cards give you a little advantage over the other pilots, over the other gamers. So that's actually pretty cool. You just have to make sure you don't die so quick, because then those cards are not going to be any use to you. Last game summary, self-explanatory. It shows the stats of your last game, what you have unlocked, and top challenges. The challenges are actually quite cool because I love challenges, achievements and stuff like this. I like to complete, or trying to complete, all the challenges. This is probably something I want to do when the game comes out. I'm just gonna be challenge hunting. Personal stats, yeah, self-explanatory. It shows what weapon you have used the most, and what your aim is, and let's see, most kills with the smart pistol. Well, it's easy to get kills with the smart pistol. Is there kill records? I just want to see if I can find somewhere my my aim ratio, because I'm shitty at aiming. Distance, pilot weapons, misc. Nah, I can't find it yet. Well, but pilot stats, self-explanatory. Then the challenges, you have all the challenges listed here. So pick yourself a challenge and try to achieve it. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I love challenges and achievements. And then of course the options, which we already covered just before. Alright, I'm gonna jump into playing the beta, and I'm gonna show you and explain to you the different game modes we have available for now. Rightio guys, here we are in the game mode lobby basically. Here you can select what game mode you want to play, or if you can't decide what to do, just click on the beta variety pack. It just this is basically a randomizer. It picks randomly what game mode you're going to be playing and what map. So let's go over the game modes, what we have available for now. I'm pretty sure once the game is being released, there are some more game modes out here. Attrition is basically a team deathmatch. It's pretty easy for guys, for people that never have played Titanfall before, or that are new to shooters, which I think it's hard to believe that there are people out there that never played shooters before. But as it says here, if you never played Titanfall before, this is the best place to start. Kill anything on the enemy team to earn points towards victory. Pretty easy. It's nice to get your bearings with the controls and everything. So I would recommend to start off with this. Me personally, I started with the hard point. It's basically you got 3 points on the map, ABC usually they're called here, which are terminals in the game, and you have to be around those terminals in order for them to turn to your towards your team. So it's basically capture the hard points and keep the hard points until the game is over, the timer. So it is harder than it sounds, because it's easy to get distracted, you know, by running around in Titans and not capturing those hard points in order to win. And then last but not least, we have Last Titan Standing, which I believe is the most confusing of all, because personally I am having a hard time to keep my Titan alive. But it is fun. It's very fast paced, and there's a lot of explosions, a lot of things going on there. But it's pretty hard. As it says here, everyone starts in a Titan. Eliminate all of the enemy's Titans to win. But be careful, there's no respawning. So if you're dead, you're dead. There's no respawning, as it says. So you have to be, well, you kind of have to know what you're doing with your Titan, because yeah, as I said, I'm not really good at keeping my Titan alive. I do use the shield. I mean, I usually see people that are not using their shields or their sliding ability at all. So I believe that I'm actually quite good, but I'm dying quicker than anyone else, so I'm not quite sure. But Last Titan Standing is very fast paced and full of action, so adrenaline rush pure. Okay, so this is what we have for the beta for now. Yeah, guys, if you like the content what you've been watching up until now, leave a subscription or just leave a comment in the comment section and a like. And you can add me at Origin as well if you want to team up and make some Titan mash potatoes. Just add Gorax scored to your Origin and we'll have some fun together. Alright guys, thanks for watching and see you soon. Whoa, and I was right. Boom.